My name is Susie Gallienne and I'm standing for election for the role of People's Deputy in 2025. I see the election itself as an interview for one of our most important roles, that of shaping the rules that determine how we live as individuals and how we live as an island. This is a huge responsibility, and I felt strongly in deciding to stand that I needed to prepare properly for this role and be confident that if elected, I can contribute effectively. I've been working with women in public life for the last 2.5 years to understand what the role entails and to make sure that if elected, I am ready for the hard work and serious decision making that is required. To that end, I joined Politics Live, a group interested in Guernsey politics, which has given me some training for the role. We have followed the debates at the Chamber each month, discussed the biggest issues for Guernsey, learnt how the State Assembly works and how to debate constructively. I have also attended the sessions for prospective candidates run by the States, watched debates in the Chamber and attended some scrutiny meetings. What I can bring to the role through my career as a health visitor for 33 years and then in developing Wigwam, a charity for families with children with disability, is a great deal of experience of Guernsey as a community. I have worked in people's homes with families and elderly people, over 21,000 home visits in Guernsey, Herm, Breccu, Jettu. I also worked 1 day a week for 16 years in Alderney. In the course of my work, not only did I hear what was important to the community, but also in supporting people, I got to understand and network with the services and charities of Guernsey. I feel that, if elected, my experience and knowledge of how Guernsey works on the ground will be invaluable. I'm optimistic for our future. Over the last 30 years, I've seen an improvement in services and people being treated with much more dignity and respect. That being said, we are facing serious challenges. One of our priorities will be to address our housing issue before our young people leave, unable to afford a home of their own, or are left in poverty as high rents and huge mortgages take all their resources. If elected, with my practical experience of Guernsey's housing and with time to really work on the issues, I'm sure I have a lot that I can usefully contribute to finding solutions. I would like to sit on the new Housing Committee. I enjoy problem solving, which has been a necessary skill for my career to date. I have already been involved in housing forums and discussion groups looking for solutions to our housing problem. We cannot ignore the environmental issues that the world is facing. We are slowly recognising that we have to act, but slowly isn't enough. I would support the push towards clean, renewable energy, recycling and reducing our carbon footprint as a priority. Can I or any deputy make Guernsey great again? We don't have to. Guernsey is already great. It's our safe, beautiful home with so much for us to be proud of. You only have to look at the recent 80th year anniversary of liberation to understand that we have a wonderful community spirit. I would love to be part of the next session of the government, to push for change where it's needed and to make sure we look after Guernsey for future generations.